哦，写的吧，哦，完了，哦，写的吧，哦，完了，哦，写的吧，哦，完了，还你写好灯头的。
Hey everybody, welcome back to Tuesday on Mailbox, where I, your host Guard, answers all of your wonderful questions for you. Let's get started. First question comes around, what tier do you think Highlander now stands after the CCU changes? This could be either duels or fours or both. Highlander is a way better hero now. It's weird that the thing holding it back was that he couldn't attack from neutral, and some people don't think that's not a huge deal. It's a massive deal. It's a huge difference considering he was the only hero that could not attack from neutral. Nobushi could attack from neutral, to put that in perspective. He had to go back out of range, throw an attack, or go into his offensive. Come back in to start playing. It's wonderful that he can actually play the game now. So, I think where I put him before was... I'm glancing down at my notes. I had him down in C tier, like in low C, because he was so counterable and a real not good hero. That you had to play... People made him work, people got him into Grandmaster. To get him to work, you had to play 5 times better than your opponent. Because you're easy to punish. Everything was, like, not a lot of his mix-ups are feintable. They all require hard commitments. Like kick grab. And, you had to do a lot of really good prediction, and that's not good. But now, he's a lot more forgiving. He does less damage, which is a good thing for balance. It was not good that he did so much damage. I would put him... I don't know much about fours. I don't play a lot of fours, but in duels, which is where I lay my hat, I would put him probably A tier. I think it varies a little bit more, a little bit in matchup. It varies a little bit in matchup, but it's not nearly as bad as it was. So, it won't matter too much because now you can throw attacks and you can play the game like the rest of the people. So, I'm going to go A tier on duels. But that is just my heavily biased opinion. Okay, so the second question comes in, what are your 3 favorite matchups with Highlander? So, Highlander's changed a lot, so I think that my 3 favorite are Warmonger, Lawbringer, and I would say someone like Orochi. I think Orochi is a fun fight for Highlander. I'm saying that because they're now on pretty equal grounds and able to do things to each other. So, Warmonger, Lawbringer, Orochi. I like those. Number 3 comes around. What do you think of the new material? Oh, you mean the green? I think it looks good on some of the. I think some of the samurai look really good with it. Some of Shigoki's armor turns out really nice. I think some of the Vikings do well with it. If you're going for more of a druidy or druidic look, if that's kind of your flavor. I think for anybody that has metal on them, it's a terrible color. The thing is that it's kind of dollar store toy green. It's kind of plasticky. It's kind of gross. It doesn't look like metal. And I don't think they chose a good color for it. Even if they were trying to keep with the corruption theme, I don't think it translates well to armor. If you wanted to make green armor, I think you would be better suited going for a dark, richer green. Kind of emeraldy, kind of foresty. I think that would have been a better color. And I've said it before to people, if you're going to make a material to cover like leather or cloth or anything like that, you need to make it not chipped. It looks awful to have this beautiful color, not particularly green, but the concept of it. It makes no sense to have a color that may show off somebody's armor better, and then make it chipped. Leather doesn't chip like that. Leather gets old and it fades, but it doesn't chip paint off like that. When you dye leather, you're not painting it. You're dyeing it. You can't chip that off. So, I think that's frustrating. My other criticism of it is just not dark enough. It doesn't stand out clearly as something like gold. It's a little bit goldy. but it's also kind of silvery, and at first glance, you're probably not even going to notice it's not gold. It's just like, that looks like weird gold. It must be the light. It's like, wait, that's kind of green. Nothing goes with green. None of these outfits have green in them. Like, especially for the Linn. The Linn don't consistently have green in their outfits. It's not that kind of green anyways. JJ's main armor has green in it, and some of Shaolin's pants are green. But they're not that type of green. They're normal green. They're like colorful and bright, and they don't look like you melted down plastic from a toy and covered the armor in it. So bad, really bad choice. I haven't seen anybody using it. I don't see anybody liking it. So swing and a miss, Ubi. All right, number 4 comes in. Will there be any videos about fencing? It would be great. So that's kind of up to you all. If you want to see that, I can definitely work on getting that content available to you. I haven't because nobody has said it yet. Nobody has, people haven't expressed an interest into it, and this is, with one person asking for it, I can't really make a choice on it, but I don't think it'd be very popular. But if that's something you all want to see, I do have just under 4 years experience fencing rapier and shield. So maybe that experience can create an interesting video for you all. You all let me know in the comments below. Alright, number 5 rolls around. What character or characters do you struggle with on a regular basis, and how do you deal with fighting those characters? I'm going to approach this particularly from coming from just Highlander, because I fight as a bunch of heroes. But just as Highlander, I struggle with Shaman, Berserker, Blackbriar. Blackbriar is a brutal counter to Highlander, and before anyone mentions too much about that, BP is still a very, very strong hero. And when I say he's a hard counter to Highlander, I mean that specifically in the concept of if a BP just neutral bashes, there's nothing the Highlander can do about it. If you play BP and you want to have fun, it'll probably be a pretty even matchup. But if you're playing optimally for ranked, fucking best luck, HL. You got nothing. You can't punish it. Even with the offensive stance dodge kick, they can dodge it. They could bulwark it, but they'll probably dodge it. So that sucks. On to the actual question. So those 3 definitely. And how to deal with fighting is BP. I just try to play really safe and make them do stuff that's punishable, and then try to avoid other things. I definitely play a little bit more counterattacky as much as I can. I try to force them into situations where I have the advantage, but it's very difficult because Blackbriar has good hitboxes and bulwark stance, so that sucks. As far as the other 2, there's a couple tricks you can do to mess with assassins. Of course, now you can trade on par with Berserker, so that's really good. But Berserker can probably out-trade you. His chains will probably beat it, but you can get a lot of damage on a Berserker. So, as far as one of those tricks, and there's more of it in my Highlander guide, but one trick you can do is when you go into Celtic Curse, going into offensive at the top of that, and some people have it hardwired in them to Celtic Curse equals dodge attack, and so they'll commit to a dodge attack when they see Celtic Curse. What that means is that you can go up into it, go into Celtic Curse, soft flow into offensive stance, and parry or crushing counterstrike their dodge attack. This works on everybody, including Jean-Hu. So there's no character that's immune to it unless they can feint their dodge attack. The more you know. Number 5 drops on in. If Ubisoft gave creators a code, I like how Epic does, would you want that? Or made special effects for them, only for your use? What would you want your effect to be? Oh man, I would love this. So, if... it's really cool. I think it would incentivize people to create more content, and we always could use more of that. So, oh man, that'd be so cool. Like, if you reach, like, 1,000 subs, or... I'd say 1,000's a good one. If you reach 1,000 subs doing For Honor content, maybe Ubisoft Montreal could give you a certain code for an effect. But they don't, like, the effect isn't advertised. I mean, it's a secret thing. Kind of like how in, oh, what was it? It was a Ghost, Call of Duty Ghosts, gave out a rainbow skin to, it was for developers, but they gave out some codes for it to content creators of it. So that was a really cool thing. I remember Drifter having it. So I think that'd be a cool idea. I think an effect would be the best thing. You could also do an ornament, but I think effect is definitely the way to go. And a special effect, it could be anything. It could be super goofy. It could be like a rainbow. It could be a rainbow plasma shock. If they made them specifically, I would love mine just to be. Well, God, it would be kind of like just like Lucky Strike, but without the clovers. It would just be like all windy and have like little Celtic tunes floating in the background. Like that'd be my thing. But I think it'd also be cool if they did it like super custom, where like they'd have my theme song, just kind of very softly playing whenever I'm doing an emote or whatever. But or they could also do like signatures. I think special signatures could do it. Where like they show your YouTube or whatever, or your Twitch or whatever you do. I think that'd be a cool idea. Ubisoft, I'm not saying I gave you the idea, but I am saying it's not a bad one. I love you guys. Anyways, if you want your question answered in the next mailbox, you can either type it down below, or if you're in my Discord, there is a tab for Monday Mailbox. And much love. Guard out.
Goodbye. Flaming Panda Party? I only see you in my comments. Welcome.